Hello and welcome back to Mercury Farms. So it's been quite a while since I've been here, but on our last episode we got our tractor and trailer here because I believe we have a contract on this field right here, which is field number 7, I believe. Yeah, field 7 and a soybean. And let's just go in and have a look at the contract. Yes, so we do. So we got a soybean contract here. And do we have another soybean? And we got a soybean in field 57. And do they drop them off at the same place? Livestock market, vehicle shop. No, they don't. So we'll have to do them separately. I don't think we got any other ones. Let's see what else is there, if we can pick anything else up. A lot of plowing and cultivating and baling. We don't have no baler or nothing like that yet, so we're out of luck there. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we left our harvester over by field number 3. That's the last field that we did a contract on. So let's run over there right quick and grab our harvester and get it brought over. Now I'm probably going to have to detach the header. I don't know if I'll be able to make it up there with the header on. So we'll just put it on the trailer and bring it up right quick. Okay. Now, try to get it in the back a bit. So make sure we got lots of room. Okay, there we go. Now let's hook up to this right quick and let's get over and get that field done. Drop in the outside view. I don't know, I might have to bring the tractor down to grab this. Not quite sure if the harvester is going to be able to do it. Sometimes I find the harvester can hook up, and other times it hits off the header, knocks it off the trailer. But not this time, we're good. So let's get over and get that field completed. So we got a few more harvesting contracts to complete. I'm not going to do any baling or anything right now because we'd have to lease the equipment. So we're going to have to start getting our fields ready and get them prepared and start making some really good money. We're going to have to get some horses or something in and get them going and make a bit of money off of them. Because if we don't, it's going to be a long time working on little petty jobs. Alright, so just let me get the header right here. Should be good. Now I'm just going to back it in a bit more. Try to give us a bit more room. Alright, that should give us plenty of room. Wow, this harvester's really, really dirty, isn't it? Definitely going to need to get it washed. Let's just jump in the cab to get this hooked up. Okay. Now hopefully it'll make it in the field. Hopefully. Just do a bit of a wide turn here. Okay. let's get to work on this field. So yeah, I've been busy in my real life, so I haven't really had a lot of time to be doing videos. But slowing down a bit now, so hopefully I'll be able to get more videos up. This is not an overly long field, or not a, it's a long field, it's not a big field, I meant to say. So it shouldn't take us too long, only this harvester is so slow. I used the same harvester, I think, on the Oakfield Farms map, but what I went in and did was I went in and changed the work speed on the header, but this is my more realistic series, so I can't do it on this one. So 6 miles an hour, I guess that's what we're doing. I can always switch it to kilometers per hour. Might read a bit faster, like bigger number, so we'll think we're going faster, but it's still going to take the same amount of time to do this field. Yeah, won't take too long. Very tight spaces on this map. It makes it for very interesting harvesting and fielding and stuff like that. But I enjoy it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go look at the marketplace and see what crops are selling the best. And I don't remember if we planted a crop type in our other field or not. So we'll check that now. I just want to get a quick headland done. And just let me hire a worker here right quick. I just want to go into the map and see if we planted anything in our field. So we own field 21. And no, it's harvested, so we have to plow it and all that yet, so I'll get the worker working on this, and we got the other tractor over there, so we probably will have to go over and get that all harvested, or not harvested, we already got that done. Get it ready to plant. I hate every time you take it off the worker, it lifts the header and all that. Like, I mean, just let me take it off the worker and continue going. So I'm just going to get this headland done right quick, and then we'll put it on a worker, let the worker continue on with this field, and we'll go over and start preparing our field. So I guess the first step we're going to need to do is we're going to have to go to the shop and buy some lime. Or I might just, no, see, I think they're 15,000 pounds to buy. Or I might have one that's 5,000. I might actually have one in there that's free to buy, to place. But it costs money to fill up, because, and the worst thing about lime is you go through so much of it and it's so expensive. But it needs to be done. Now hopefully with just one headland that will allow the worker to do what it needs to do. So the worst thing is we have to run back to the farm. It's not that far, it's just right there, I can see it. I'm going to give it a bit of an overlap. Let the worker go on. And we are going to jump out. And run back over to the farm right quick. A bit of an overcast day, but a little bit of blue sky. I take a lot of chances jumping the barbed wire fence. Just imagine getting caught on it. It would hurt. So I think this is our field here as well. Is it? No, it's this one. This is our field. So we can get this one ready as well. We'll get our 2 fields complete. Get them started. And the quicker we get them started, the quicker we can get them ready to be planted and start making some money off of our croplands. Oh, that's what I need to do too. I need to get something. That's why we never had this done. We got to get something to pick that straw up, and we don't have anything. How much would it be to... Everything is money, and we can't take out no more loan. I took out the maximum loan. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Let's see how much it would be to just rent a baler for an hour. Do I got a mod at one? I think there's one there. That's square bales. I think that's probably what I want. So it's going to cost us 3,876 pounds. But now that got the wrapper on it. We don't need that. See, something like that's going to be even more expensive, yeah. What about this one? Yeah, we don't need to change anything. We'll just do it right quick. So let's lease this. Yes. And let's get in this little tractor here. And we need to drop this down. So what are we on? So let's release this. Then we'll back up a bit. And we'll drop the back. Let me jump out. I don't think it did release. There you go. Now this tractor here, I think if we change the tires on it and go back to the standard tires, that should be able to haul that baler. We'll get that straw baled up right quick. And we're probably going to have to purchase a front loader arms and a set of bale forks for this tractor. I don't know why, but every time I start up a new game on this here, I got to it's like the wheel is not set up properly. Yeah, I think the shop is just right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Now we're just going to drive into the shop right quick and put the bigger tires on for right now. Okay. Put it up on the ramp. Now let's get the tires. The ones that are free. Them ones right there. And let's customize it. Never costed us anything. Look, they got it done already. They're really good here. Okay. That's the magic. Boom. That's the magic ramp. Oh, making a bit of noise there. I hit the gear shifter a bit too hard. We got some seed, or no, that's fertilizer. That's what that is. Okay, let's get back to the farm and get this baled up right quick, because if we keep it any more than an hour, it's going to cost us more money. So let's put our beacons on. I'm not looking for no vehicles. I'm just going. It shouldn't take us too long to go around and bale this up. One of these episodes, I'm definitely going to get a chainsaw and start cutting down some of these fences. It's a pain in the butt to not be able to just go right into the field. Now on the main road, you'd want your fence on the main road, so keep out stragglers. Alright, let's get this baled up right quick so we can get this baler brought back to the shop. I can turn the beacon off now. We don't need that on our own property. Alright, let's get this done. I hope the workers doing fine. I can look up top there. There's 62% and they're still filling, so seems to be getting around the headlands alright. Just got to change this course play information. I don't need that on the screen. And I like using my left mouse button, so we're going to use left control and delete to get access to it. Now, you know, come to think of it, I should have done a forge or a loading wagon, because we could have brought this straw right over and sold right away. So come to think of it now, well, it's too late now. I already got this, so we got to load these up on a trailer. So we're going to need to lease one of the loading, I call it auto load, but it's, yeah, well, it's really, it's auto load bale trailer. So that's more money we got to throw out. So hopefully we could make a few dollars in our contracts to pay for all this. Just worried right now. We need to get all of this baled up as quick as we can, so we can get the baler brought back to the shop, so it's not going to cost us more than what we already put into it. And saving time, I'm just going to skip a couple and we'll come back and work around that way. We'll get a few bales out of it, not too many. And in the meantime, I'm also looking at I'm using the glance mod, so it allows me to look at my other vehicle to see how it's filling. So right now I know it's or 77% full. And the worst thing is I'm going to have to run up there. And that's going to take time. So I think this is priority right now because we're leasing it. So I'm just going to finish this first, and then if the harvester fills up, it's just going to have to wait. Now I am planning on getting some animals, so we'll keep some of the straw. But we're going to sell the majority of it because we do need the money. I'm going to make sure that I get every last bit of the straw. Can't afford to waste any of this. Even when it drops the bale out, there's a little tiny bit left over, so we got to go back and grab all that. It's got a nice width on it, though. It's pretty much picking up every bit of it. And by doing this, this will allow us to get ready to prepare this field now as well, once we get the bales out of here. So I use a Logitech G29. Now I'm after watching some YouTubers, and they keep on saying that their steering wheel squeaks or whatnot. Now mine don't squeak. Mine makes noise when you're turning and that, because it's got the force feedback on it and all that. But I mean that's all you can do. I mean I apologize if you guys can hear him that it's annoying, but I mean I could have went out and got a Thrustmaster 300, I believe it is. They say it's a little bit better, but you know, I've seen videos on that one, and that one makes noise when you're turning as well too. I mean, it's a steering wheel. I mean, I wouldn't be able to play this game anymore without a steering wheel. I'm so used to it now. I remember when I first started, I was using keyboard and mouse. And before I started Farming Simulator, I was into Flight Simulator, so I had a Sci-Tech Mad Catz. I can't remember the exact model right now. And I used to use that for driving. I used to use the swivel on it to turn left and right. And I used the different buttons for like throttle and brake and all that stuff, and then I got used to that, and then I decided one day, yeah, I'm going to get the steering wheel. And you know, I hear a lot of other people saying that they use a steering wheel and it's really good. I tell you, once I got it and I started using it, I wouldn't be able to play it now without. It just makes it a bit more realistic. If I back up a little, yep, that'll let me grab that. That's what I'll start doing. The race to get the baling done. Saw a little bit back here. I'm going to grab that now because if not, I'll forget it. Now, hopefully, the baler will pick it up here. Yep. See, I would have forgot that little tawny piece. Okay. Yeah, so our harvester is 100% full. The only down part with the baling is if you don't get exactly 4,000 liters on your last one, when I return it, I'm going to lose a little bit of straw that's already in it. It's different if you own it, because if you own it, you just leave it in there until you bale again and it'll just continue on. But I mean, if I was doing this in real life and there was stuff left in the baler, I'd take it out. I wouldn't leave it in there because grass does rot. I'm sure this would rot away after a while too, the straw. Get this bit here. Now, there's a little bit right here. I see it in the grass. The grass hides it really good. Yeah, we won't be long now we get this done. What are we now? We're at 0.6 hours. So, oh yeah, we won't have to pay no more. The only way we're going to have to pay more is when we get the trailer. Probably get the Anderson one. I don't know how much it is going to cost to lease it, but we'll get our contracts completed first, though. Try to get some more money in the bank. But I really want to get a crop put in this field and field 10, I believe, is the other one that we own, so we can start making some more money. Lifts the baler right up off the ground when I'm trying to back over it. It won't push it at all. So I see a couple of little bits. I'll come around and get them. Well, it all depends, I guess, because I'm not going to be able to. If there's only a partial bale in it, and I ain't going to bother, I'll just plow it into the ground. Only going to lose it anyway, so no real point in picking them up. No, nah, we're going to have a nice bit gone, actually. Let's pick up these little bits and see if that'll fill it. I think there's some down here. I don't know how much straw is either. Go in and have a look now in a second. See if it's worth selling at the moment. I don't think we'll get one more bale. We'll try. We'll see, getting down to the end here, and we still got a few little bits around. We might. We might. Oh my god, we're gonna be so close. So close, but not close enough. You wait and see. We might, though. Little bits all around the place. If I do, I'll just stop once this gets full. Oh my god, we need 75 more liters. Well, we have it. No, we won't. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, wait, now there's more over that way. I saw a little tiny bit back here. Oh, there it is. I'm getting every little bit of it. That buzzer going off. I just want to fill it up now to stop that buzzer. So we're down to 40 more liters. Well, we get it. My guess is yes. And will this do it? Yes. Now that's not bad at all. If we just look, I think there's one little tiny piece left over here. Right there, yeah. So, I wonder how many bales we got out of that. Let's just go in and have a look and see. Is it in here? No. Bales. Creative bales. 20 bales. And if we go in and look at straw... Straw. See, yeah, it's not worth anything. Makes you wonder why we actually do it, you know. We do it because we need it for the animals. 42 pounds per 1,000 liter. But I guess it's all money in the end, right? Okay, let's get this baler back to the shop. And then I'm just going to take this tractor down and get the harvester emptied and see if there's any more to clean up down there, and then we can get that sold off and move it up to the next field. It's a hard way to play this game starting off from scratch, but I'm going to keep it going. I mean, this potentially is going to be a very, very long series, and, you know, eventually might even actually move to another farm, but we'll keep this one going as whatever we make, and that's it. I'm waiting for the map Air Ireland to come out. I really want to play that map. So maybe if we do well on this one, that could be our next one for this series to continue on. We'll sell off the farm and move over to that one. And then, of course, when Farming Simulator 21 comes out, we'll continue on and on and on. Okay, let's get this brought back right quick. And spend some more money. Okay, let's drop that off. Now I'm just going to leave the tractor here, because I don't know where it's going to end up dropping the front end loader and that, but let's get this brought back. No, you don't do it in here, you do it in the store. least items, and let's return it. Okay, front end loaders. 5,000 pounds. Highway robbery. We can get this one here for $48.50. Another one there for $48.50. That's not going to fit. Do I got any more? 6,500. 3,000. That's going to be the one. Yep. So we'll get that one, and that's... I'm just going to go out. I want to look at the color. I want to try to match the color of the tractor. So it's a Hurlman, but it's a nice metallic-y blue. I don't think we'll get metallic blue, but it's a nice sky blue. Try to match it up the best I can. We can always change it down the road if we need to. Make sure I get the right one. No, so it's down this way a little bit. There it is. Probably go with that one. Oh, that's got the hydraulic hoses and everything on it. And it costs no more. So let's buy it. And now we need a bale fork. $4,000. My God, everything is so expensive. We go with that for 600, but I'm not really fussy on that one. 750. We can get that one. See if there's any more. I just want to go through them right quick. Don't want the John Deere. Yeah. So it's going to be that one. We can get that one, but that's more for square bales. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I set this up. Yeah, it's got the front loader arms on it. If I had my time back, I think I would have went black with it now. To match the bale fork. Okay. Make sure everything works. Yep. I just want to go out and see if it hooked them hoses up. Nah, they're just dangling there. Is there any movement to them? No. We'll pretend they're hooked up. Okay, let's get back and look after that contract. I got a really nice mod. If you look down at the bottom of the screen there, you'll see 0.88 meters / 23 degrees. So right now I have the bale forks on a 23 degree angle. So if I just change the angle, you'll see the everything changes. So it gives you it's relatively where it's located to the ground. So it helps people out like myself that are not very good at loading stuff. That's why I normally don't do bales. I used to usually just do the forge wagon and stuff like that, because I just found that I can't stack bales for the life of me. So I'm just going to drop this tractor right quick and we'll run over and get that contract completed. I figure it's just as quick to come in and take the shortcut across the fields than it is to drive all the way across. Won't take us that long to get over there. It's just right there. Oh, have a sip of my Pepsi. So it's missing little bits here and there, but that's not too bad. We'll finish the rest of this off ourselves. So we can fire that worker. Now, just as easy for me to drive over it and run over there, grab that, and come back in. I'm going to have to grab this couple of top pieces anyway. So I'm going to take a sharp turn here. And let's reverse into the trailer. And get the straw put in. So they got almost all the field completed in one harvest load. I forgot to see how many liters this harvester. I think it's 11,500, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's get back to work. Just we'll finish this off ourselves. Only just a little tiny bit here anyway. Will it be able to get it all yet? I just hate that it's so slow, you know. I play with Nick the Hick and the gang. Now we go on the big maps, so we're using vehicles that can harvest at 25, 30 miles an hour. Because if we use something that took the speed of this on one of the maps that we do, one field will take about 3 days. Yeah, the yield of soybean, I find like soybean sells good, but the yield is not as much as some of the other crops. Right, like if this was a wheat crop now, there'd be at least 4,000 liters in the combine by now. Eventually we'll have to purchase a pressure washer and start washing the vehicles, but I think that's 4,500 pounds in itself, 5,000 pounds, so that's just going to have to weigh. I mean, I got a pressure washer in real life, never cost that much. Like I think a typical pressure washer like is in this one, the Karcher. I got one very similar to that, and it was only like $600. in here they sell it for £5,000 or $5,000, whatever money type you got your game on. So yeah, I just want to say sorry about missing that field that day, that episode as well. Like, as I explained on the last episode, I just didn't hit the record button, and it did not record any of it. And then, of course, I saves the game. Now I notice that every time I'm doing something now, I'll always just leave the game running, check my recording before I save anything. Right, I'm looking over now at Streamlabs OBS now, and I can see that it's recording, both mics are working, while the game audio is working, my microphone is working. So I won't make that mistake again. Alright, we got that field complete. Now, let's shut the header off and see if we can get it put on this trailer neat and tidy. It's going to be difficult. It's a tight squeeze here. There we go. That should be good. Now, let's lower it. I usually lower it back up slowly, and it drops in place. And then you can release it. Now, let's drop this green into our trailer. My God. Tight situation here. So small. It's so small. Let's jump out. Let's get our pipe open. And let's just turn our camera so we can see what we're doing. Didn't take very long. Imagine that little tiny bit we couldn't fit it in. So now what we're going to do is we'll get harvester hooked up to the header again. Now I'm just going to go in, seeing we did a contract on this field, I'll go into this field and turn around. Go a little bit slower, I don't want to lose the header. And we'll just get it off of the man's field. Bring it out here, out of the way. Okay, so before we go sell that, what I want to do is I just want to go in and check our contracts, see what other fields we have that are close by. Go to the next closest one. So we got 15, 57, and 42. And we can do that one too. I'm going to accept that contract. And 13. So 13 and 15. They should be close together. 13 and 15. So we're in that general area. So I'll leave the combine here. And I think we have to bring this over to the vehicle shop grains. I'm going to go in and make sure before I do it. So we just worked field 7, vehicle shop grains. So let's get that over and get that completed. And then we can come right back here again and get ready to start on our next contract. Okay, get the tractor ready. Now, how are we doing on our AdBlue? We're still at 94%, so we don't need to get any of that yet. Now, hopefully I can get out down this way. I think we can. Right next to our farm. Here's our farm. Mercury Farm. It's funny because the tipper that we have goes up and down. It actually measures how far it's off the ground on this too. Drop our beacon lights on. I mean, just look. I mean, we started at 10 a.m. and it's now 14:32. So 2:33. So took us 4.5 hours to do that harvest and get the baling done. That's not too bad. Now let that go ahead of it because I can't see if there's anything coming. Now what side do we tip it? Oh, it's right in the center. Yeah, see if we make any harvesting income on it. Yes, we do. So we made 3,627 pounds on top of the contract price. So basically, by harvesting that field, we'll cover the cost of the front loader arm, the bale fork, and the renting or leasing of the baler. So let's go in and complete that. Let's collect our money. And let's head back. So I use a contractor mod in Oakfield Farms. And I really enjoy it because it actually saves your place. Whenever you finish your game and you save your game, it saves your characters to where they last were. So what I'm actually, and I tested it already. It says you have to have at least a minimum of 3 workers, or yourself and 2 other individuals, and you control all 3 of them. I mean, that's the minimum, but I went in on my Oakville Farms and I changed the XML of the contractor mod to only have 1. So that's what I'm going to do, because then at least that way it, for one, you cannot tab into any vehicle whatsoever because it uses that function to change between your characters or contractors, whatever you want to call them. And number 2 is it saves your location. So if I were to finish right here, it would save me exactly right here, not if I were to save right now without the contractor mod. When I start up, it starts me off at the farmhouse. I mean, something so simple, so trivial, I don't know how come they can't get that implemented into the game. Now let's have a look at our map here and see how we can get to 13 and 15. So let's try going down this. No, that's going into the field, I think. Yeah. Yep. So how do we get down to them? Let me come out. Okay, yeah. I can come down this way. Yes. No. It's got no... Yes, it does. Yes, it does. For a second there with the one in the background, I didn't think there was an opening. So there's field 15. Let's turn off them beacons. So we got a contract on this field. So we'll park our tractor just right here. Out of the way. So we got this field here to complete, and 13 is over there. That's a weird shaped field. Oh. Got to pay for gas or fuel, so let's shut it off. And we got this field right here. Okay. Well, we're going to leave it there for this episode. And when we come back on our next episode, we'll get these 2 fields harvested. Get some more money in our bank. Get those bales sorted on what we're going to do. Actually, before we go, we'll just pop into the garage right quick. And the shop right quick. And we'll go to baling technology. And if I were to lease the Anderson... Not that one. I think it's this one here. It holds 24 bales. How much would that cost? Well, $2,500 to lease for an hour. So we'll probably get that done on the next episode as well. So, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you did, I would really like for you guys to consider giving a thumbs up. And for anyone new to the channel, you can click on that subscribe button. It would really help my channel out. Slowly getting up there in subscribers, and every time I get a subscriber, I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.